Welcome everyone to a crucial and increasingly prevalent topic in our society today, toxic productivity. In this modern world, characterized by fast-paced lifestyles and a relentless quest for achievement, this issue demands our attention. It is not just about the quantity of work we are doing, but the quality of life we are living. For many of us, the pursuit of success has taken a damaging turn. We find ourselves tethered to a concept of productivity that equates our value to our output, our worth to our accomplishments. It's this relentless, compulsive need to be perpetually productive that we term as toxic productivity. The line between a healthy drive to be productive and this harmful toxicity is a thin one, and one that we can easily cross without even realizing. Therefore, it is imperative we take the time to understand this issue, its implications, and the various ways in which we can address it. So, without further ado, let's delve into this enlightening journey of understanding and combating toxic productivity. So, what exactly do we mean when we talk about toxic productivity? It's a term that has become increasingly common, but its understanding remains quite obscure for many. To put it simply, toxic productivity refers to an unhealthy, excessive obsession with being productive. It's the constant urge to fill every moment of our lives with tasks and objectives, to the point where our self-worth becomes entirely dependent on our productivity. When we feel guilty for taking breaks, when we sacrifice our physical and mental health for the sake of finishing a task, we are in the clutches of toxic productivity. In many ways, this phenomenon is a byproduct of our society and culture. The competitive nature of work environments, the glorification of overwork, and the internal pressures we place on ourselves all contribute to this unhealthy mentality. But toxic productivity is more than just working long hours. It's a mindset, a false belief system that equates productivity with self-worth, thereby pushing us to ignore our own well-being in the pursuit of constant achievement. Recognizing toxic productivity in ourselves is not always a straightforward process. It can disguise itself under the garb of ambition, dedication, or a strong work ethic. However, it's important to understand that it's not about how much we work, but how we feel about the work we do. Some common signs of toxic productivity include the inability to relax without feeling guilty, foregoing necessary self-care routines in favor of work, and a consistent sense of dissatisfaction regardless of the accomplishments we achieve. It's when our sense of self-worth becomes inextricably tied to our productivity. You might find yourself preoccupied with work during your downtime, constantly making to-do lists in your head, or ignoring your personal relationships in favor of your tasks. When these behaviors start impacting your daily life, you're likely dealing with toxic productivity. Recognizing these signs in ourselves is the first step to addressing toxic productivity. It's a call for introspection, a signal that we need to reassess our approach to work and productivity. The implications of toxic productivity extend beyond our mental well-being. Its effects can manifest physically, leading to a host of health problems. The constant stress and pressure to perform can increase the risk of conditions like hypertension, heart disease, and other stress-induced illnesses. Chronic stress and anxiety are common companions of toxic productivity. When we are constantly pushing ourselves beyond our limits, we are essentially keeping our body in a state of fight or flight. Over time, this chronic stress can lead to burnout, causing both our physical and mental health to suffer. On a relational level, toxic productivity can cause significant damage. Our relentless drive to work can cause us to neglect our personal relationships, leading to isolation and loneliness. Furthermore, the inability to appreciate our accomplishments can rob us of the joy and fulfillment we should be experiencing. Toxic productivity not only negatively impacts our health and relationships, but also our overall quality of life. We can become so engrossed in our work that we forget to live, neglecting to savor the everyday moments that make life worthwhile. The first step to breaking free from the chains of toxic productivity is acknowledging its presence in our lives. It requires a level of self-awareness and honesty to realize that our drive to be productive has crossed the line into toxicity. Setting realistic expectations for ourselves is crucial. We need to understand and accept that we are human beings, not machines. We have limitations, and there will be times when we can't tick off everything on our to-do list. And that's okay. One practical strategy is to establish clear boundaries with work. This could involve setting specific work hours, designating work-free zones in our homes, or even taking regular digital detoxes. These boundaries can help ensure our work doesn't seep into every aspect of our lives. However, the most important aspect of addressing toxic productivity is to remember that our worth is not tied to our productivity or achievements. We are inherently valuable, and it's important we treat ourselves with the same compassion and respect we show others. As we navigate our journey towards betterment and growth, the concept of self-improvement is a guiding beacon. It is an essential part of personal growth and fulfillment, and a tool that can lead us to live a more fulfilling and satisfying life. However, the pursuit of self-improvement must stem from a place of self-love and a genuine desire to enrich our lives, not from a desire to validate our self-worth or outperform others. When approached in a positive and healthy manner, self-improvement can be an empowering and enriching process. Conversely, when self-improvement becomes another task to complete, another box to tick off, it can quickly feed into the cycle of toxic productivity. It's vital that we avoid this pitfall by ensuring our quest for improvement is balanced, realistic, and rooted in compassion for ourselves. The key to a healthy approach to self-improvement lies in respecting our limitations and acknowledging our inherent worth beyond achievements. It's about striving for betterment while accepting that we are enough, just as we are. Addressing and overcoming toxic productivity is no small feat. It requires introspection, self-awareness, and a willingness to challenge the societal and personal narratives that equate productivity with worth. It's about shifting our perspective, about understanding that productivity is a tool, not a measure of our worth. It's about finding balance, creating boundaries, and acknowledging our inherent value. As we journey towards this healthier relationship with productivity, let's strive to replace the constant drive for a more with an appreciation for the now. Let's replace the relentless pursuit of productivity with a balanced lifestyle that values rest, play, and the simple joy of being. And with this, we conclude our exploration of toxic productivity. Remember, you are more than your accomplishments. You are inherently valuable and deserving of rest, peace, and happiness. Here's to a healthier, more balanced approach to productivity and life.